What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Sunday, March 31st, 2024, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now, it is 22:11 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from Russia. So, what you're looking at here is Putin's motorcade being rushed at high speeds to an unknown location. So I don't know where he's going or what's going on, but this is Putin's motorcade speeding somewhere on the outskirts of Moscow. So this is very, very serious, guys. And we also have some major breaking news coming in from 60 Minutes, the TV show. They revealed that according to the Pentagon, Russia has been attacking U.S. government personnel around the world with directed energy weapons. The attacks have caused what is now known as the Havana syndrome, named after the location of the first incident where U.S. government personnel were attacked in Havana, Cuba. The Havana syndrome apparently causes permanent damage to the body. A senior official of the Department of Defense was wounded in a Havana syndrome attack at the NATO summit in Lithuania in 2023. That's last year. And the top secret Russian intelligence unit, GRU 29155, is apparently behind these Havana syndrome attacks. Apparently, these attacks started after the 2014 Maidan revolution in Ukraine, and the Pentagon has confirmed that over 100 American officials have been attacked by these Russian directed energy weapons. So this is extremely serious, guys, and they have life-changing injuries now, okay? People are reporting chronic migraines, chronic tinnitus, various types of neurological issues. Okay, so this was aired on 60 Minutes tonight. Unfortunately, I cannot play any of the 60 Minutes episode because of copyright issues, but you can watch it for yourself. Apparently, this episode was produced in conjunction with the Insider paper and the German newspaper Der Spiegel. So it was Der Spiegel, the Insider paper, which is Russian, and 60 Minutes. They all collaborated together. So this is extremely concerning. We also have some major breaking news that the Netherlands is now going to be deploying a Patriot missile defense unit in Lithuania. This was reported by the Dutch Defense Ministry this week. This update was sponsored by My Patriot Supply. Guys, My Patriot Supply has brought back their 25% discount on their 3-month emergency food supply. And to get the discount, you got to use the link preparedness.com. And the link is in the description below this video. But this 3-month emergency food supply has a 25-year shelf life. It includes over 2,000 calories per day. Breakfasts, lunches, dinners, drinks, and snacks, all contained within 6 rugged water-resistant buckets, and free shipping is included. So use the link preparewithnyprepper.com to get $200 off or 25% off of the My Patriot Supply 3-month emergency food supply. The link is in the description below this video. Free shipping is included. They also have a general store where they sell all kinds of prepping and survival products, and they're always running various discounts. And to get to their general store, you just got to click on the My Patriot Supply logo when you get to preparewithnyprepper.com at the top of the page, and you'll see their general store where they sell all kinds of prepping and survival products, and they're always running discounts here. So use the link preparewithnyprepper.com to get 25% off of the My Patriot Supply 3-month emergency food supply, and the link is in the description below this video. And over the past few days, I've been sharing the news about what's been going on in Belarus, where Belarus has moved hundreds of tanks and armored vehicles to within just 10 miles of the Lithuanian border. And the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, met his army commander right near the border with Lithuania. And they talked about attacking the Baltic countries and the Suwalki Gap. So now all of a sudden, the Netherlands is going to be deploying Patriot missile defense systems, Patriot air defense systems in Lithuania. It's not a coincidence, guys. Okay, nothing is a coincidence. So this is very serious. It looks like we could see a war between Belarus and Lithuania very, very soon. And just 2 days ago, French intelligence reported that there's been a massive buildup of Russian forces in Belarus, and that was discovered through satellite imagery. And this evening, there were several reconnaissance planes off the coast of Kaliningrad, which is a Russian province next to Lithuania. We had a P-8 Poseidon sub-hunter plane up in the air off the coast of Kaliningrad all evening for several hours, doing dozens of loops here right along the coast of Kaliningrad. And then there was also a U.S. Navy Sikorsky Seahawk flying off the coast of Kaliningrad at the same time. And there was a Polish border guard plane that flew to the Polish border with Belarus. And when it got to within like 10 or 20 miles of the Belarus border, it turned its transponder off near Białystok. So something's going on here, guys. To have a P-8 Poseidon on Easter Sunday doing dozens of these loops here back and forth parallel to the coast of Kaliningrad, and then a Sikorsky Seahawk and Putin's motorcade rushing in the middle of the night. I don't know what's going on, guys, but something is brewing. Okay, Patriot missiles going to Lithuania, directed energy attacks on American personnel. And the ambassadors of the Baltic states to the UK published a joint article in the UK Telegraph calling on NATO to be more decisive in responding to the challenges posed by Russia, and calling for a clear prospect for Ukraine's NATO membership. So the Baltic states are very, very concerned about what's going on in Belarus and Russia. And just a few weeks back, I reported that Estonia said that Russia is planning to double the number of forces that they have along Estonia's border. And all of the Baltic countries, including Finland and Poland, have been discussing creating a joint defense line. And Estonia is going to be building 600 bunkers along their 200-mile border with Russia. That amounts to like one bunker every 1/3 of a mile. That's a lot of bunkers, guys. So very tense situation over there. Poland has been reinforcing their borders with Russia and Belarus, putting in anti-tank obstacles and reinforcing their border fence. Poland announced that they're going to be building 70-meter tall towers along their border with Belarus. 70 meters, guys. That's like as high as a forest fire tower. Some of you guys may have seen those in the Appalachian Mountains or in the Rocky Mountains. You have those really tall towers that foresters use to observe if there's any fires in the distance. These towers go above the treetops. Okay, you don't need towers that tall to look for illegal immigrants because you're above the treetops and you're not going to be able to see anybody down through the treetops. That's to look for any incoming attacks from Belarus, any aviation or anything like that. Okay, so very tense situation over there. And the government of Israel has approved plans for the Rafah operation. This was stated by the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, today. And there was some type of a drone attack and missile attack on Eilat, which is the port city in Israel. That's in southern Israel. Apparently, a drone hit the port of Eilat this evening. We don't know what specifically was hit. Some people have been theorizing that some kind of Israeli Navy object was hit by this drone, and it was launched by Iranian proxies. The Islamic Resistance of Iraq has claimed responsibility for that, and it entered Israeli airspace from Jordan, which is interesting. And there were also reports this evening that Houthi missiles were fired at Eilat as well, but they were intercepted by Israeli air defense. Okay. We also have the U.S. RQ-4 Global Hawk Forte 10 patrolling the Black Sea. You can see it's doing these loops here right across from the Black Sea Fleet, which means it's keeping an eye on some of the Russian warships here, and also potentially Ukraine may be trying to strike targets here in Sevastopol tonight. Usually when Forte 10 or any of the Fortes are up over the Black Sea, they're feeding targeting information to the Ukrainians. Okay. And tonight it's been focusing heavily here on Sevastopol. So don't be surprised if tomorrow or sometime tonight Ukraine strikes Crimea. And the Israeli Air Force just attacked the Scientific Research Center in Damascus, and it was located on the road between Beirut and Damascus. So that's very interesting. And Erdogan's party in Turkey, the president of Turkey, Erdogan, lost in mayoral elections in all 5 major cities in Turkey, and people were seen in Turkey celebrating. So it looks like Erdogan's reign is coming to an end slowly, and France is going to be shipping Aster 30 anti-aircraft missiles to Ukraine for use with SAMP-T air defense systems. And the New York State Department of Corrections has announced it plans to cancel visitations at nearly 24 prisons in New York during the solar eclipse. And a trailer full of Bibles was set on fire this morning in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, outside of a church. And we also had some Palestinian protesters interrupt Easter Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, guys. This is insane. Look at this. In the middle of Easter Sunday Mass, you have these demonstrators interrupting the Mass. This is absolutely insane. Walking in front of the altar. Okay, this is extremely disrespectful to walk in front of a church altar, in front of the crucifix, and holding up a banner trying to interrupt Mass. That is extremely disrespectful, okay, especially on Easter Sunday of all days of the year, the holiest day of the year for Christians and Catholics. As you can see here, the New York City Police Department swiftly responded and arrested these people and removed them from the church. Very good job by the NYPD. Absolutely crazy situation, guys. And I want to just show you this picture here coming from Syria. This was in Damascus. This was the Israeli airstrike earlier on this scientific research center. Not sure what they were researching there, but we have a lot of stuff going on around the world. We have the solar eclipse coming up. I'm going to be covering that live. I do live in Pennsylvania, and I think I'm in the path of totality or close to it. So I will try to film it live. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have notifications set up. And anytime something happens, I usually go live. So when things kick off between Belarus and Lithuania, I will be going live 24/7 if necessary. When the Rafah operation kicks off, I will go live 24/7. And when Russia starts their new offensive in Ukraine, I'll go live as well. So all of this stuff is going to be happening this spring and this summer. It's going to be absolutely insane. We have all these different things going on. But I hope you guys had a great Easter Sunday. I will be back tomorrow with more breaking news. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell icon down below so you get notified when I post these updates. And until then, take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere. Guys, the world is getting crazier by the day. We're on the verge of World War III. The U.S. is drowning in trillions of dollars in debt. Inflation is at an all-time high and there's no end in sight. So you need to prepare your finances for the future with precious metals. Precious metals are a great way to protect your hard-earned savings and retirement against inflation and the uncertainty of the stock market. Also, precious metals are good to have for the purposes of preparedness, to be able to barter with people for essential supplies if the grid goes down. Every prepper should have at least a small amount of silver coins. The company I trust for my precious metals is Midas Gold Group. Text NYPrepper to 232425 for free information on precious metals. Midas Gold Group is 100% veteran owned and supports veterans through the Wounded Warrior Project. Midas Gold Group will work with you to convert part of your retirement savings into gold or to set up a gold IRA. And unlike many precious metals dealers, Midas Gold Group offers precious metals in small denominations, which is great for preparedness, so you have something tangible to use for bartering when the grid goes down. Precious metals have continuously risen in price over the past 100 years and are considered a safe investment. So text NYPrepper to 232425 for free information and to get started today.